Welcome back to Hidden Power. This is a Pokemon podcast. Pokemon Legends ZA is finally less than a month away. The excitement, the anticipation is very high. We just got the announcement, the reveal of a ton of new Mega Evolutions for this game, including some of the starter Pokemon, and there's even going to be a paid DLC, Mega Dimension, coming shortly after this game. So in this podcast, we're going to be talking about everything that we're excited about most, and then we're passing the mic to our Discord audience, our Patreon and our YouTube channel member supporter audience. We're going to pass the mic to them and see what they're most excited about. There's so much to talk about, and I'm sure we're going to be uncovering brand new Pokemon theories. My name is DustyGogoat. I'm also joined by TraderLumi.
Hello.
And SoulSilverArt.
What's up?
There really is so much to be excited for, not only just these new Mega Evolutions. Like, I'm looking at the new Kalos Mega Evolutions right now, and I've never been more of a fan of Delphox. But let's go around. I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear from you, Lumi and Soul, like what you are excited about for Legends ZA. It's been a long road. It's been like 2 years of anticipation. Who wants to go first?
I'll start because I know I'll have the most boring thing.
Okay.
Since that's like my whole shtick. And that is just the return of Mega Evolution, man.
Sure.
You know, this is my favorite gimmick. It was like peak Pokemon for me, like in terms of like when I really started getting super serious about like watching the Pokemon hype cycle and not just being like a kid who's like, there's a new Pokemon game, cool, you know? So that's big to me. The fact that there are new Mega Evolutions is insane.
Kinda crazy.
I mean, we haven't seen a new Mega Evolution since 2014. It has been 11 years since honestly, there was probably a period of time where I would have told you, no, we'll never get new Mega Evolutions.
Yeah.
And here we are.
Yeah. Crazy. We can talk a bit about, you know, just new Mega Evolutions in general, because I'm sure we're all kind of excited. I mean, I'm kind of excited because to me, Mega Evolutions has not been the strongest thing that I wanted. You know, like I wasn't like, oh yeah, I want Mega Evolutions in this game more than anything. The fan base for sure. I would have preferred probably regional forms, but since we're getting it, you got to embrace it. You got to love it. And the shocking thing to me is already, you know, in the public eye, you know, like we're not too sure, but behind the scenes, there's like seemingly so many megas that they're giving us. Like would have never expected now, even with the DLC, that we're getting so many more megas. Like we could be close to 100 megas. Like it's its own Pokedex, essentially.
And
it really is
crazy.
And if I could jump in, I think one of my like low key expectations, or the thing that is exciting for me, with the fact that megas are coming back, it really is that it's a gimmick that is returning, right? Not only like, oh great, we get to like megas are cool, megas are back, that is exciting, period. But then there's that implication of, well, are we going to see Dynamax in the future? Are we going to see Z moves come back in the future?
And new ones of them.
Yeah, and new ones.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
also like, could we see even more megas in Generation 10? Right? Is this a can that is opening that will not stop?
I really think it might be too, because like Mega Evolution's so celebrated amongst the franchise, right? Like even in Gen 8 when Mega Evolution was absent, it wasn't really absent. I mean, you saw it was still present in Pokemon Go. It might have been present in Unite. Don't quote me on that.
It was in Let's Go Pikachu.
It was present. Yeah, well, that was Gen 7. But like then you have the anime, they're giving Ash Ketchum for the first time a Mega Lucario, and he's fighting opponents with Mega Evolution. So, I mean, it was Mega Evolution everywhere, even while Mega Evolution wasn't here anymore. And that kind of has me hoping that maybe they're realizing, hey, you know what? Most of our fans really like this. Maybe we should stick with it. Like, how cool would it be if we live in a world where a new gen gives us new Pokemon, of course, new regional forms, maybe some new cross-gen evolutions, and then for those ones that are 3-stage line or we don't want to evolve them further, a new Mega Evolution.
I know, because I know this game, this video is not about Generation 10, but I'm like, I don't know. Could Generation 10 be a thing where it's like a celebration of everything that came before, which includes the gimmicks, which includes giving, like, whatever. What am I excited about Legends ZA?
I think this is something to be excited about with ZA, is that it's just showing, like, it's showing like this is the direction Pokemon's going. It's such a
it's an
game
upset.
changing game.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, it is so different. And Dusty, just to your point, like Gen 7 was like that. So it's not out of the realm of possibility that Gen 10 wouldn't be like this celebration of all that's come before it. Gen 7 had Mega Evolution in it because of that. It was like, we're going to add a few gimmicks in here.
I think something that not a lot of people, something that about Legends EA that I don't think has really like set in for most people, is that like we understand that this game is going to have real-time combat battles, but I don't think we actually understand that that's like literally how it's going to play, and like it's going to feel different, and the way we use our Pokemon is going to be different. That relationship that like even more so than Legends Arceus, like there was definitely like a skill, maybe not skill, but there was like an adjustment I had to make in my mind about like what a Pokemon game was, and how I play it, and how I can just kind of be on autopilot, and how it's cozy, to playing Legends Arceus, where I was like, I can't put my controller down because I'm gonna die. This game's gonna be like a complete continuation of that, And so that's maybe my thing. Like I really am excited to get my hands on Legends EA, play the heck out of it. I have friends like texting me about like, oh, this is my game. Like I can't wait. Like this is gonna be so cool. I'm gonna take it so seriously.
Right.
Like this is a one-time opportunity. Like we might never get another Pokemon game with like this at all. And that is real. And I think, at least for us, and I think what a lot of the broader Pokemon community, what we're focusing on is like what we typically focus on, which is new designs, new tropes. We're finding Easter eggs, and that is fun. But I'm like, as a game, I don't think we're like mentally prepared. I don't think, not even myself. I'm like, when we talk about Legends EA, half the time I forget that this is like it's just image. Like what we're looking at right now is just an image on my computer. It's just an image on your screen. Like, but when you play it and the things are moving and like things are coming at you and your Totodile is going crazy, like I don't know. I think I'm really excited. That is actually like what I'm excited to do. Get my hands on my controller, on my Switch 2, and play the heck out of this game.
Mm-hmm.
So it's essentially, you're saying like the difference between it and like a core game, essentially. Like
it's real-time combat.
So shockingly different. It's real-time combat.
It's real-time combat, and I don't think we actually like. I logically know what that means. Like I can say it and I go, I know what a real-time combat game is. But that's different. Like saying that is different from actually getting my hands on it and living the experience, right? Like I just plan to play. Right. My wife and I are going to Scotland. I know what that looks like on paper. I've seen pictures, but when I actually go there, it's gonna be like the actual.
When you
experience.
Actually see the Loch Ness monster.
Yes, it's a different experience, right? You know what I'm saying? Like we talk about it, but I'm like, I don't think this is not like Scarlet and Violet. This is not like anything else, any other Pokemon game that we've been excited for. This is, and I don't think anyone is really thinking about that within the Pokemon space. So that's kind of
adding
what it is.
to that. Something you've always pushed on this podcast that I've been 100% with is like seeing these moves that we've had for decades being reimagined. Like, Stealth Rocks is the one that I think we always used, even though now we've seen even more examples. But like, I know like Whirlpool, it was like listed, it showed that, it's going to create a vortex of water on the battlefield. And like Pokemon might get trapped in it. I mean, so seeing these moves, not just reimagined, but also, for me, someone who, grew up on the anime, like seeing them reimagined in a way that I think it was always depicted in the anime, and maybe even I always saw it in my own head. That's really exciting in itself.
Yeah, I totally agree. And again, it's one of those things where I'm like, I don't think we can really understand it until we get our hands on it. So that is like, again, this is a great example. I've got a picture of Greninja on the screen, and like we see Greninja being introduced to us. It's Mega, where it's like upside down, and that is goofy. But I'm like, it's also going to be moving around. That's all, right? Like that's an example of like the Pokemon being dynamic within the world. But then there's also, like you said, like there's the moves themselves where it's like you throw up a substitute, and it's not just like the same thing every time. Like your opponent might be able to avoid it or something, right? Like I don't know. Every move's going to be a little bit different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's
for sure.
something that I'm excited about.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of stole mine a little bit, which is bound to happen. I agree. I think the battle system is probably the most exciting thing for me. That's not going to be my pick because you just picked it, but I will just harp on it a little bit. Like, and even that you have the multiplayer up on the screen right now, and I'm excited to even try the multiplayer out because it's more of that same battle system, but like in a free for all kind of way. I think it's a shocking departure from what we're used to, and I think it's going to be super interesting. I don't know as much about the moves these days because we have seen people play it with the demo, and a lot of people were saying that the move animations are a little here and there. Because the thing for me always is like how far your point of view is, right? So if you're very far away and you can't really see the moves happening too well, then it's like, oh, okay. But until we play it, we don't know.
Yeah.
It's
and that's what I'm
super
saying.
Exciting.
Our relationship to Legends EA for a year and a half has been images, insider info, trailers.
Yeah, it's been almost nothing actually for a while.
Yeah,
and I don't really think anyone really knows what this game's going to be like. You know, it's like, and you know, it's like there have been leaks about Legends EA, which has killed some of the fun of like anticipation. Mm-hmm. But again, I'm like, that's not the game. That's just like information about the game. But like, this might be the first Pokemon game that feels like a game. Like, I mean, that sounds stupid because I like all the Pokemon games.
No, I know what you mean.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's different.
It feels more like a
Zelda
Pokemon
game or
does
something.
Use, and I celebrate Pokemon for doing this because I love this gameplay style. But Pokemon has been using the same gameplay, the same basic gameplay style since 1996, right?
Yeah.
Like where it's this turn-based, click fight, you click a move. They do variations of it where like, oh, now there's this gimmick, and this does this with your move, and this does that with your health bar, and all that.
And that's all
here's
fun.
Items. Yeah, and that's great. And in fact, I love it, and I think I'll actually still like that more just because I'm used to it, and nobody likes change. But I do think that, like, I get what you're saying, where this feels more like a game that if Pokemon was a franchise that did not start in 1996 but started in 2025, this is probably the gameplay style they would have gone with.
Yeah.
I think what you're saying is just, it's kind of, Lumi kind of explained it pretty well there. It's like, it's different is what it is. Because it's still a game. Like, Expedition 33,
of course,
a lot of people are saying is like game of the year, stuff like that. Turn-based game. Like, you know, like there's turn-based games. It's just that we're so used to the turn-based that we're just like, it's finally something different.
Yeah.
And so that's really what I think you're feeling with that.
And that's going to click.
Yeah.
Like, the great point. Like real-time combat, I have nothing against it. But I'm saying, like, when people picked up Pal World, and Pal World was like, you know, so much in conversation. Yeah, it was so different, and there becomes like a big conversation about like, this is so different. This is what Pokemon needs. I think a lot of people are expecting that. And as someone who never played Pal World, but I'm like, I'm not affected by that. But I'm like, this is gonna be fun to play. This is gonna be cool. And honestly, when I play other non-Pokemon games, it's like, whatever. That's what I'm excited. That's what I'm excited about.
Yeah.
And
great.
I guess if I could throw one more thing in there, I'm pretty excited about the whole dimensional thing, like the Mega Dimension DLC. I think the fact that Hoopa's coming back, I think it's going to be kind of cool to see. So the Kalos region, we just did a big video about this. It's on the channel right now, a big podcast. But like the Kalos region, I feel like was the first region that introduced like mythicals. It didn't have a lot of legendaries, but the mythical Pokemon were basically like not really featured in the actual game. Like they weren't really featured in X and Y. Hoopa, Volcanion, Deontay, they showed up. Magearna is like from Kalos. It is a Gen 7 Pokemon, but whatever. That's related. The Eternal Flower Floette, and even like Zygarde felt underbaked. All these Pokemon were introduced, but they weren't really introduced in the game. Like we just knew about them. They just were created. And so I'm excited to see those Pokemon show up in Kalos, like in Legends EA. These, you know, the other Legends game took all of these legendary Pokemon and gave them homes and like habitats and little, you know, stories might be a strong word, but there was context for these Pokemon and where they live in the region. And you could also fight, like you had to defeat them, you know, like there's like little, again, it's like, it's fun. It's fun to like interact with these things and then claim them and feel it and have it feel deserved. So Anyways, so I'm excited for that to come back as well. Like, we're in Lumio City, but I'm like, how are these Pokemon going to show up? You know, Hoopa's obviously back. So I'm excited to see those Legends and Mythicals.
Yeah, we can touch on the DLC probably after this. I'll give you mine, which is I think I'm most excited after the battle system for the actual story of this game. I think that nobody ever talks about it because nobody wants to get too much into like spoiler territory. And I'm not saying I'm going to get into any spoiler territory, but what I'm saying is Legends Arceus was a single player like experience where they focused on, you know, the plot of that whole thing. And it was a decent story for a Pokemon game. You know what I mean? So I think that these Legends games, yeah. But the Legends games are like their attempt to be more story driven. And I think we just don't talk about it as much. And I think that this will probably have good story and good lore to the whole thing. It kind of ties into what you were just talking about too, Dusty, with like the whole DLC, because it brings in the DLC's lore as well. But I think that the story of the game, I'm really excited to see play out. Like, I don't know what it is. I'm like as a whole. So it's like, who knows what's really the mysteries behind the whole city and Mega Evolution and everything. I'm super excited to like actually experience the plot of it all. So that's probably my biggest one.
No, that's big. Kalos is a like, you know, and obviously I'm excited to be going back to Kalos, but Kalos is like, it and Sinnoh are your two. I don't even think it's arguable. I think it's like they both are the most lore like changing games that we got. Like with you know, the big thing people always think about with Kalos is the ultimate weapon, AZ, the war from 3,000 years ago. And so the idea that we know that AZ is back in play. A little teaser we got was in the final trailer, they actually had a shot where they show like Floette like using its flower and it's using Light of Ruin. So that tells me like Floette and AZ aren't just in the game, they're getting involved. And so that immediately makes me excited and go, oh, what kind of stuff are we going to see play out? How's it going to tie into this already pretty rich and pretty cool lore that we know about this region?
No, absolutely. Although I would say Alola has some pretty rich lore.
It does too.
And a Legends game would be pretty good.
It's more like multi. Oh yeah. Like that would be my pick for the next Legends game. But it gets pretty multiversal. I feel like this was nice because it was pretty like, here's what's happened in our universe. You know.
Yeah.
Right. I think the thing is like there's a lot of lore in Pokemon. There's deep lore, but like the actual like the plot and story of the game is what lacks sometimes. And I think that this one's going to be
Kalos
another
is the best
step.
example of that, honestly. X and Y, like, great lore. The story, not so much.
Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I'm the most excited to see what happens, essentially. And then there's the DLC as well that I think we're all hype about now.
We'll definitely talk about that
excited.
the DLC on the episode. But I don't know. Do you any DLC thoughts?
I think you can put everything that we just talked about and just apply it to the DLC. Like
that's true. Yeah, like more of this. I mean, that's DLC, right? More Legends EA. I love that, and I love the promise too. I kind of mentioned this on a live we did, but like, I love that they kind of told us about the DLC up front because it's cool going into ZA knowing that, hey, dude, when you finish this story, it's not over. You know, like that's kind of exciting to me. But the idea that Mega Evolution's coming back, even more are coming back in DLC. You know, like we might get even more new ones.
That's the most exciting thing.
And any that are missing in the base game, because like there are some that people have wondered, like, will Rayquaza even be in the base game? Well, maybe not, but maybe it is in DLC. You know, new ones in DLC, the story continuing. Perhaps even them adding in new moves or adding in more moves that won't be in the base game to see how those moves play around with the new battle style. And then getting to explore what they've teased as Hyperspace Lumios. That has me really interested because I'm like, how is that going to differ from our Lumios? Like, what's the... It seems to be a what if to me, but what's the what if?
It's an acknowledgement. Yeah, it feels like an acknowledgement of alternate dimensions, which we've seen, or like alternate reality versions of things that we've seen. Even like every single game is like an alternate reality, essentially, right? Every remake is an alternate reality.
Every save file.
Exactly. But like this is kind of cool because it has a different name. And I guess I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, that's really cool. We got a lot of. Yeah, it's cool. Anyway,
we should do a whole episode on that.
We're in a good place. So
yeah.
Well, that's good. Let's. What do you guys want to do? You want to pass this over now to our listeners? Do we have anything else we want to say?
What they're excited about?
Clean.
Oh, one thing we should say is that I would expect leaks to come up in this conversation. So
sure. Yeah.
We haven't touched on it yet, but from here on out, we can't control what the people call in and say. So there's probably going to be leaks.
And if you want to be on, if you're interested, if you like this format and you want to be featured on a future podcast, there's links in the description to join our community. $5 on Patreon or YouTube, and you can get into our secret Discord. We also have, at that tier, there's bonus episodes and a ton of other perks, but this is how you can get into the secret Discord and join us on our next call. Yeah, let's go over to the Discord. What's going on?
Yo, how are you guys doing?
Great. How you been?
Good. How are you?
Doing good. Especially after that last Nintendo
God.
Direct. What a payoff.
Heck yeah.
That was
Insane.
After like so much, they needed a payoff like that to kind of, I think, put us in a good, excited place going into the game, especially a month out.
Yes.
Definitely unexpected, but it does seem like, obviously the delays and announcing the DLC early, but at the same time, they could really be trying to package it all up so that come like Pokemon Day, we're ready to move on. As from ZA, maybe they have a couple smaller like raids or anything, but we very well could be seeing like a complete game. When you're looking at it all together.
That is interesting. The idea of like, I don't really know if the game is set up for that, but like that is kind of interesting to think about Legends EA being supported, not only with getting access to those the Mega Starter evolutions, not just the DLC, but maybe also like weekly, monthly, just random events, maybe shiny events, right? Hordes, like we see all those events, those like real-time events that we see in Scarlet and Violet. That would be interesting to see them being brought into Legends EA even. I don't know if that's possible, technically, if the game is set up for that, but that would be awesome. I love doing the events in Scarlet and Violet.
But it's going to be, we have so much information now, and so many people aren't happy. And I feel like this is a impossible fan base to please. And honest,
sure. Amen.
There is nothing that like I'm retracting my comments about Pokemon Company's marketing. I think there were obviously delays that impact what that plan looked like. Part of me also thinks maybe they are trying some things that might feed into the marketing of Gen 10. So even like some of like those reveal videos, like it's very possible we could see a really fun marketing plan for Gen 10. So like part of me is like, maybe they were testing some things out this time around. But honestly, no one is ever satisfied. And I'm going to this with just like full expectation that I'm going to enjoy it or giving myself every opportunity to, and then I'll pass judgment after I play it. But honestly, it's just like, I think people look at all the fine details without giving them the chance to really see what it's like, even with the getting those mega stones for the starters. Honestly, like it's probably going to be very obtainable. It's just a matter of going online. It's not like turn-based. You got to battle against someone. It's probably going to be a little bit more intuitive. I think you guys were saying yesterday, it's probably going to be points-based. Like, I think people need to definitely just like relax and get ready to enjoy what's probably going to be a great game leading into an even better Gen 10. And
I feel
think
fed,
you know? Yeah. Agreed.
There's so like, I don't know. That trailer was a blast. That like got me excited.
I was thinking the same thing. Like it was literally one of the best like Pokemon experiences with like hype and all that.
Sure.
You know, like when we name them a lot of times, like the Sword and Shield one. I know me and Lumi have a very like what's the right word? Like big heart for it. I don't know.
Yeah,
we have a heart. We're like so about it. The Sword and Shield one, the DLC from Sword and Shield. There's a few other ones that are like up there in my top tier of best trailers, and this one is like right out there, the whole experience, I guess.
I usually say I don't understand like the idea. Like it's not exciting to me to be like to rank Nintendo Directs or whatever. I'm like they're just a bunch of trailers, but I felt it. I felt it. I was like, okay, I'm excited. It's just about it's like just getting excited as a fan, you know, of everything that's
for sure. I do want to say like about the marketing. For me, I still would judge it a bit, but I do agree with what you're saying that they could be testing things for Gen 10. It's a good sign for Gen 10 because we only have the year, right? It's not going to be like we have to wait a whole year to get something, apparently, because if they delay it or something, I'll lose my mind, but I doubt it. I would say like I would have preferred them to like have spread those reveals throughout the year just so that we were to get more like that, but I do like what they did in this month's time. Like this month was like the best month for ZA, but yeah, we had to wait like 2 years before we got any of that.
And you can bet if they spread it out, though, there would be so much speculation. People would probably have gotten bored with the reveals. Like I think there's this like side of marketing where even like Donkey Kong, when they announced the Switch 2, they had the direct. You found out about Donkey Kong, and it was just like a sprint up until the game was released. And I think we're kind of like, oh, why can't Pokemon market like Nintendo? But then all of a sudden, at a Nintendo Direct, you get this like incredible reveal. So hopefully, I do think there is an element of like capturing people's attention, and it sometimes might be better to give them nothing and give them everything versus like drip feed, because again, it's just more time to speculate, more time for people to dissociate. But I really do think we are past like everything that's come before us in terms of like the marketing cycle. I really do believe like we are entering, dare I say, a golden age.
Dude,
of Pokemon.
Dude, I'm ready
we'll
for it. I'm ready for it. Yeah, we'll see in Gen 10.
I mean, there's a lot on the horizon, that's for sure. So
I hope you're right. Like the stuff, the content, I think is there. I do wish it was all a little more spaced out instead of like crammed in 1 month. Just because I don't know. I feel bad for, obviously, I'm biased. I love Mega Dragonite, and I feel bad for Mega Dragonite because it's thrown in, arguably, according to the fans, one of the worst Pokemon presents of all time. Whereas, Hawlucha and Malamar and, honestly, even the starters and Raichu were given these hype things.
Yeah, but no one's going to remember those things. Mega Dragonite was hype. Mega Dragonite was hype.
Yeah.
So you already have a fan base for it, because it's like the rest. Maybe you need to encourage people to like start to like them, so they need more of a presentation, and that's going to be especially, I mean, for this instance. But we I think it's going to be a good game. It's good to see some more depth again. I'm so curious what like the wild area is going to look like, if they're going to change like the scale of it. Like that's still the only element of like because I still want to catch everything. I still want that like kind of getting lost, trying to catch everything like in Arceus, even though it's a different type of game. But you're like the Blueberry Academy, they did a good job of keeping a big kind of environment, but still within a pretty small world. So I'm hoping there is some like innovation in terms of like how those areas will adapt, and how many. Honestly, there could be a bunch more than we realize.
Yeah, it's such a good point, because we know nothing about it. I do feel like it's going to be like one of the not the focus of the game, so it's like I don't know what they're going to do. Maybe it'll be surprising, and we'll be surprised, and it'll be good. But I do agree with you about it loses a bit of the Legends Arceus like exploratory vibes, because it's more about battling.
We'll see. We'll definitely see.
I agree. We'll see.
I still have hope. I want to ask you, what is like one Pokemon that and I'm going to ask everyone this. I think this would be fun. What is one Pokemon that you're looking forward to the most to using? Doesn't have to be a Mega, doesn't have to be your starter, but like just one Pokemon, because again, as we did like an intro before this, and like every Pokemon is going to literally play unique in this game, completely separate from how it's ever played before. Like I could main Bayleaf if I wanted to, right? And just try to like beat the game with my skill alone. So is there like one Pokemon that you're just dying to use in this game and to get a latte with, and to you know what I'm saying, like run around the game? I don't know, one Pokemon. I'm gonna ask everyone that.
Ooh, honestly, it won't be for long. it's gonna be fun having Totodile
Yeah.
back.
Let's
Honestly,
go.
he's the boy. I'm gonna
Yeah.
start him off with a
Team Toto.
Yeah.
little
Yes.
cappuccino, then we'll increase him to maybe a larger latte. But it's gonna be a lot of fun playing with him. Otherwise, like
Toto
Quadruple espresso.
I hope like Tyrant's in the game. Honestly,
Dude, yeah, we haven't even seen the fossils.
I was like,
I think
I'd be
they'll be
there.
a T-Rex.
They have
but
to
I would
be.
think so.
like too good. And I was like, Tyrant is so good. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm excited for him. Otherwise, I'm just going off vibes. I'm like, honestly, the way you see the moving game will probably be like, oh, that one actually looks sick when it's moving around.
Yeah.
I want to use that. It's just like
True.
totally different
True.
combat style. So I think it's not a static turn-based. Like seeing them move and how you move with them, it's like playing with any other like kind of character in some kind of like PvP where you're just like, oh, I
Sure.
actually just feel like I can use this one
Yeah.
better compared to one I'm more used to in another capacity.
It's like using Lucario for the first time in like Smash Brothers, you know?
Right.
You're like,
Exactly.
this is dope. This
Exactly.
is dope. Yeah, you know what? You just talked about Tyrant, and I started thinking about how like the fossils show up in Legends Arceus through those like space-time distortions. And what if, I wonder if we could see in the base game of Legends ZA, almost like a hint to Hoopa. Maybe there is like a random like ring that shows up, but there's no explanation, similar to the space-time distortions, and we're able to get certain Pokemon throughout our campaign. But it's not until DLC where it's like a character goes, "Did you ever notice those things?" Well, we're gonna look into that, and then we, you know, maybe like we kind of prod or get Hoopa's attention, and it starts getting a little bit sillier, dropping out all these different megas. But like maybe in the base game, those phenomenon appear throughout the city, and just kind of like give us access to not new megas, but just I don't know, just I'm thinking about the fossil Pokemon, right? It doesn't make sense that the fossil Pokemon would appear naturally in a city, right? So the fossils or really any other Pokemon that wouldn't make sense. That would be kind of fun.
Yeah.
So
I just imagine Tyrantrum
just
running
spitballing
around
a
the
theory.
city,
Yeah,
which is crazy. Like just a T-Rex in the
Tyrantrum.
middle
Yeah,
of the
just
city.
right.
I love it.
I want to see him at the Lumios Museum, and they recreate the iconic like
Yeah.
Jurassic Park.
like part where like the banner's falling and the T-Rex is roaring. You know,
That's funny. That's like a whole like side quest or whatever. Well, hey man, thanks for calling in. It's good to hear you again. We're gonna be doing doing a lot more of these call-in shows as the game comes out. There's gonna be a lot to talk about. So
I will say
we'll
one thing. I'm looking forward to you guys covering the game. Like it's been so long since we've kind of like essentially gotten to play a game together.
Yeah,
in that sense. First, it's just been like so much speculation. What if this, that, little drip feed. But I feel like when you guys are like in that zone of playing the game and then the show is kind of recapping on it. Absolutely looking forward to it,
bro. That's really good to hear.
I love that you said that because we're talking about what we're excited about this game, and honestly, that's one of my favorite things too. Is this is kind of a first for the three of us as a podcast because like with Scarlet and Violet, we actually started after Scarlet and Violet, and of course we're newer, so we're figuring out what we're doing. We did cover the DLC like this, but I think DLC and a new game is a totally different animal. So like this has been fun to be able to cover a hype cycle for a new Pokemon game on this podcast, and then I'm excited to move into the actual like game coverage part of it too.
Definitely here for it. Thanks, boys.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, man. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you, man.
Have a good one.
Hey, what's up, Hex?
Hi.
Hey.
Okay.
Welcome.
I said earlier I wasn't going to say anything, and then I lied.
We're in trouble.
Here you are.
But mine's really short. I don't really have a lot of things.
No worries.
But I'm really like crazy excited for this game, and to like out myself a little bit as like the gamer girl stereotype. I'm really bad at games.
Me too.
I didn't grow up
Same.
with video games. I didn't get to play or interact with Pokemon. I wasn't allowed. My mom thought it was animal fighting.
Whoa.
So I wasn't allowed
You're
to.
one of those? You're one of those children? Tell us more about that. That's crazy. Not you, your mom.
My mom's like a full like colloidal silver anti-vaxxer, like hardcore.
Yeah,
so I've got like weird hippie mom, and so anything that could be considered like animal date. I had a bunch of things I couldn't watch.
You don't actually
But
need
so
to go
I,
into the details if you don't want to. I'm just.
Yeah. So I would like sneak Pokemon games from my friends.
Oh, that's cool.
And so I never actually finished a game.
badass.
And X and Y were the first games I ever bought myself and finished.
Yes.
So, because I had a real job and I bought a 2DS, and it was my first job ever, and that's what I used like my main first paycheck on was X and Y, and so
Nice.
like this area has a whole lot of nostalgia for me. It also has my favorite Pokemon in it, Trubbish. We've seen Trubbish in the trailer.
Trubbish is good.
And
People make a joke that Trubbish is
tattooed on my
garbage.
body. I love him.
It's cute. It's cute. It's a better design than Coughing. It's a better design than Muck. It's so good.
Oh, whoa! Let's back up there, Dusty.
Well,
He's
she
the
loves
best
it at least.
little trash boy. I am a little worried that the real-time combat's going to be hard for me.
Valid.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what a controller like buttons are off the top of my head. I have to like look at the buttons.
Yeah.
Because I've played a ton of computer games. I played MMOs all growing up, but I've never played with controllers a lot, so I don't know them off the top of my head.
And I mean, mouse and keyboard. You using mouse and keyboard? Is that what you were using before?
That's what I've been used to. Yeah, with everything is mouse and keyboard. So for most
keyboard is harder. I think keyboard's harder.
You point and click.
It's harder. But if your brain's like, I know where X, A, Y, and B are automatically because you've always used a controller. I don't know where any of those are. So if there's ever a prompt on the screen that's like press a B, I have to like manually look at it. And I'll probably do the same thing I did, which made it really hard to finish Scarlet and Violet. Everyone's talking about what teams they want. I just choose the cutest Pokemon and then make my life really, really hard because they're not balanced.
I love this. Hex, this is awesome. This is literally so awesome. I really... I like that you're bringing this up because I feel like I'm always trying to advocate for a couple. I mean, my field of view is like my nieces and nephews who are actually children, and while I did grow up with games, I do tend to lean towards the more cozy games that I can play alone. But what your experience is not unpopular or not. It's not uncommon where it's like you get into video games later and you want to play it, but there is a skill curve or whatever. And I don't know, I just think this is something that like is not brought up enough. Like this is a major, I mean, you're a Pokemon fan like anyone else, right? So it's
it's funny that way because my sister's 17 and I bought her a Pokemon game also when X and Y came out, and I didn't think about telling her how to save. So she never knew how to save the game because she was 6 years old. And so she was restarting the game because it wasn't clear enough because she couldn't really read.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So I think about that kind of a lot, and because I watch the anime and I have like Pokemon, I have everything, but there's games definitely in parts where I just watch people play games or my husband has to finish something for me. So I'm a little worried about the real-time battles, but I am so excited to have a new game, and the way this next year and a half of time is going to play out is going to be content till
so
mid 2027. And it's all I can think about. I have done nothing else. All of my hobbies are on pause. I'm reading the manga for the first time to just hold me over with content because
that's great.
Awesome.
You enjoying it?
Oh, yes, I am. I wish the other ones that weren't just adventures were easier to find because I want to find that one where they're they fuse with the Pokemon. That's their ace, and it's almost Power Rangers Dino Forcey.
I did not know about this. I have to look this up.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. I forget what it's called. Yeah.
So many of them are really hard to find, unfortunately, but I
forget what it's called.
Really
I've seen the images. There's a guy with black spiky
Pokemon
anime
Rebirth.
Hair. Yes, Rebirth.
Yeah, and they fuse. It's really weird if you haven't.
Wow.
If anyone hasn't seen it before, go look it up. It's pretty.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now, and I'm like, whoa! I did not know about this.
It's Pokemon totally different, but yeah, I think I love the Legends games, and I played Arceus even if I had trouble at times.
Sure.
But I love watching them do new things with it because I liked Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee because I never got to play the first games.
Yeah.
So I never got on the hate for that game because I liked being able to play that region, but being able to get new stuff and then thinking about I wonder how they're going to put, if people like this, it'll definitely be in 10. I think it's really exciting. I think we've got like a really fun year or two like coming up that's like prime Pokemon fan time. And
Absolutely. I have not.
I'm just literally so excited.
Yeah, same.
I mean, that's literally what we were going for with this whole thing. So you actually understood the assignment.
Yeah,
it's a good job.
Yeah, I've literally like we've been talking about like the 30th year anniversary for. I mean, even before the podcast started, this was something that I feel like I was on my mind and would get brought up in conversation. But it's been a driving factor. It's been this like driving, it's like our guiding star, right? We look at it and we're like, some big things are going to happen, and we're starting to actually see what those things are. So I'm just stoked to be a fan, and the games can be disappointing at times, and they can be underwhelming, and there's always going to be a controversy. But I think they're doing some really cool things.
Yeah, I think that definitely comes too from like we have a nostalgia version of Pokemon.
Sure.
It's really hard. It's 30 years. How does someone grow in 30 years in a thing and go, sometimes I think people just really want to like Pokemon, even if they might not actually, it might not be the game for them anymore, and they just want to like it so bad. They like force themselves into playing it, even if they don't enjoy
like it.
That happens with a lot of media.
And that's still, I can still understand how that's frustrating because you can feel like, it's like, you can feel like almost like, the thing that you love has abandoned you in a way or isn't catering towards you. So that can still like justified and can still feel frustrating in a fair way. But yeah, it's tough.
I'm hoping that, and I think that might be what they're trying to do with Legends, is being able to have like two kind of mainline games where they can make something that's a little more intricate and a little more detailed.
Yeah.
Because we're always going to have a game an 8-year-old can play.
Yeah.
Like that's the market. That's going to be the forever. And then I just get to play 8,000 hours of Pokopia.
Dude, yes. I was waiting for someone to mention Pokopia.
My coworker's like, I'm going to quit all my jobs. I don't want to do anything else ever again. I was like, that's so fair. It looks like it's going to have up to like 4 people multiplayer. And
apparently, yeah.
What does that mean to you? Tell me about. I'll give you 3 minutes to talk about Pokopia.
I played Animal Crossing New Leaf with no time skips organically every single day for 2.5 years.
I love that. That's great.
That is my shit.
I love that. I love that.
Like,
yeah.
The ability to like curate your own little world, and then especially because they've said it's going to be a real time thing.
Yeah,
I think is so fun and able to like. I like the immersion. Right? I wish my Pokemon games were more immersive.
Mm-hmm.
This is immersive. I am building it myself. I am choosing what I like.
You have control.
I am choosing what I don't like. Yeah. I've got full control over my little world that I get to build, which is, I think, why everyone likes Animal Crossing. You saw New Horizons come out. People would build like cityscapes and do like forced perspective.
Yeah.
And you could go as intricate or as detailed you want. I had hamsters, and I made them all have pet hamsters in their houses. Why? I don't know.
Because it was fun. Yes.
And it was fun, and that's the whole point of games.
No, I feel Pokopia just seems like such a like a long-awaited, and honestly, it seems like it was like a missed opportunity for too long. My vision is like I'm like, oh, I like the secret bases of the Generation 3 and 4 games, and there, you used to be able to like decorate your room in Generation 2. I'm like, can we bring that into can we just isolate that and make it its own game? And I think that's kind of what this is. Most of what we've seen in the trailer for Pokopia has just been like, here's the premise. Here you get Pokemon and you get to do stuff. But they did show us some like bases. Like right now on screen, you build your base, you go inside, and you can decorate it, and you can decorate the outside, and like that is essentially what it is. Like that is an aspect of Pokemon that is fun, and now it's just going to be its own game, which is really great. That's
Life
awesome.
Sim is like
this is a game for you. This is great.
It's super game for me. Every MMO I've played it twice as much. If it has a house you can build.
Sure.
I played Final Fantasy 14 for 4.5 years, about 8 hours a day.
Oh,
so I'm very used to this. But yeah, that's probably like my biggest. And since it's spring, that means like we're gonna probably go from DLC Pokemon Day,
Mhm.
and then I get to play that, and then I get to go straight into Pokopia until
Yes.
Gen 10 comes out. And then there's Gen 10 DLC, so through like summer 2027, we are
It's
eating
nonstop.
good.
And you'll be playing
it's
this
just-
more, too.
And then after that, you get
Oh,
your
yeah. Yeah, when I get bored of the
Legends-
other one, back to Pokopia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure
true.
Pokopia, I really think it'll receive updates like throughout, its
Yeah, new
life
Pokemon
cycle
could
too
come
as well.
New
I mean,
areas?
why not, right? Like, they're dropping Pokopia spring of next year. Later that year, there's going to be probably around 100 new Pokemon. It just makes sense to me to a little bit after go, hey, Pokopia, here's a few new features. Also, we're adding in 30 of those Pokemon from Gen 10 in.
Yeah.
Especially
Also, if it's
they do like
successful-
seasons.
Yeah, they could do seasons, or it changes
I pray
periodically.
they do the seasons. That's such a good thing about Animal Crossing. That's something I love about Animal Crossing is the seasons.
And it's just getting attention. There's always a reason to go back to it, So that's awesome.
For sure. If it's successful too, like I could totally see them doing like a second one at some point too. Where it's just like,
Oh yeah.
But I think
Unless
a
they
game
make it
like
a
Genre
living
is just so
kinda game.
big.
yeah, it's just like how many Animal Crossings there were. They just do a whole new one,
yeah,
but they add
every
everything
decade.
within there.
Yeah, like this could be a new thing for them. I mean, I think they gotta, butter up and actually give like this game attention. Like this game could be around for 5 years, and
Yeah, I think they're
afforded
really
attention.
setting us up for long term with all the different
let's
new
hope.
series and different things.
Yeah,
I think it looks like they are really like thinking far ahead in everything they've been giving us
Yeah.
and releasing to us. That they're like, we are never ending this train.
yes,
Yeah,
and
for
that's
real.
what we want.
Man. Yeah.
Well,
Got us hooked for life.
Thank you so much for calling.
Of
It's
course,
really
thank
great.
you guys.
Yeah, it's great to hear your perspective
course.
and hear what you're excited about.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, it's
Yo, what's up,
JD.
JD.
What's for breakfast, JD?
What's up?
What's for
You
breakfast?
stole my question. Yeah, what are you making, man? What are you making?
Same shit. Hash brown and eggs.
Every time. Let's go.
Hey, that's
You
good,
can't
man.
beat it. You can't beat
Can't
it.
beat it.
Do you ever?
Yeah.
So what do you put on your eggs? Are you a ketchup guy? Are you like a sriracha guy?
Depends. I mean, scrambled, I just do cheese. I do garlic, onion, some cheese,
Oh my god.
mozzarella,
Nice.
and then
Mozzarella's
if it's-
interesting.
Yeah, mozzarella, and
I would
use,
default to
this-
an American or
cabbage.
cheddar.
Yeah, no, I'll put some cheddar on too. Mozzarella with cheddar. It's pretty
Wow.
good.
Okay. Yeah.
Um,
Crazy.
And then fried eggs, I'll just do salt and pepper.
Okay.
A little over easy.
Yeah. The over. I can't.
Nice.
You can't beat the over easy. I love doing.
Yeah.
No, over
If I'm ever trying to like refresh.
God, I'm so hungry.
Yeah, if I'm ever trying to like refresh some like leftovers, I'll like fry it up, just like in a nonstick pan, and then I crack an egg over it. Pretty much whatever it is. I'm like, it's just gonna enhance the flavor.
Yeah.
All right.
Eggs are fire.
Anyways, good to hear from you. Thanks for the update. What's on your mind, man? What are you excited for?
So basically, well, I'm most excited for the action combat, honestly, like all of the action elements.
Mhm.
I don't have as much to say this time around.
Nope.
My main hope is now that the new DLC is released because that would make me happy. I liked Mega Malamar. The other ones I'm not really too crazy about. And Mega Greninja is pretty cool. The only thing is, I wish that, like, it's really cool, but I was thinking, like, imagine if you had, like, some glowing, flowing water or something through him somewhere. I mean, the Shuriken kind of looks like that, but that would be kind of cool. But I don't know if they could do that with the graphic. They kind of can, I think, with the Switch too. But
Yeah, they should be able to.
Yeah.
It does
Yeah,
have
they could have done more. They could have done more
Yeah.
for sure.
because Greninja does have
Yeah.
the flowing water. It also has those like little those stars on its like hips.
Mhm.
Yeah, I wonder how it's gonna fight. I guess
I
it's
would have
really
liked
just
more
use
bubbles, to be honest.
Yeah.
I would
yeah, I
have
love
liked some
this
bubbles.
Mm.
the
Yeah.
frubbles, dude. Yeah, well, that would have been kind of cool.
Yeah.
I guess
Yeah,
the
yeah.
giant shuriken is kind of a frubble, right?
I think it's made out of the same material.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I love when we're talking
Yeah,
about like
doesn't
the
look like
mucus, or
scientific,
whatever.
magical, like the science of,
Yeah.
of a magical fictional
Yeah.
world. Yeah.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
How do y'all think Galarian Rapidash uses its healing powers? What do you think the science is behind that?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I don't know.
There's a Joe
What
Rogan
is this
episode about that, I think, with Neil deGrasse Tyson. Just kidding. I'm making stuff up. Anyways, all right, yeah. So the real time combat.
Yeah.
I totally agree with you. I think the real time combat is kind of like, it's not underrated. I just think I don't think until we get our hands on this game, not a lot of people are actually thinking about it. They're thinking about it, like they're aware of it, but they're not like it's just tough to imagine, you know? It's like it's such a critical difference that defines this game separate from any other title. And until we get our hands on it, like I don't think a lot of people that's like front of mind in a real way. You know, we're just saying, oh, real time combat, but yeah, it's gonna be a big deal. It's gonna be a big deal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So basically, I just have like a little bit of a theory. I also dislike Mega Dragonite because I just had to throw that out. I don't want to spend too much time on it because it's like negativity, but I just think that the wings look like someone's like freshman year of college art design school. They chose some like default setting and just threw it on there. And to me, it just, I don't know, like it could have been, it's all right, I guess. Like I kind of accepted it more, but like they were going somewhere with the blue orb, but it's just, I don't know. It's just, it looks really weird to me.
If I could give you any, that's totally fair. But if I could give you any sort of like copium to make you feel better, right? I'm the doctor. I would say, I don't think it's impossible that we get some wacky mega evolutions in the DLC, and I don't think I don't think anything's out of the realm of possibility. I could see us randomly getting a Mega Dragonite M, a Mega Dragonite S. You know, we've never seen it before, but why not?
Yeah. It could be. Who knows?
Mega Dragonite
I will say
W.
Because
I don't know if you saw our live from yesterday, but for me, these megas are all kind of in the middle of the
same.
The big
I agree
world
with
tier
you
list.
a lot on all of this. Yeah.
They could be a little better, but they're not bad either. They're not bad either.
Yeah, exactly. So.
Yeah, we are gonna be doing. That's gonna be fun to do, like a proper tier list for all the new megas. I'm actually excited about that. Yeah.
Looking forward for that one. Yeah. But
the sleepers are still there, bro. Just wait. There's gonna be some really good ones.
Mega Ceruledge. Well, I won't care about anything else if they just give me a Mega Ceruledge.
That would be hype. That would be hype.
Yeah.
Dude, yes.
I hear you, but you know what would be even cooler than a Mega Ceruledge?
Don't say it.
A Mega Armor.
No.
I knew it.
I mean, that would be cool too, but I like Ceruledge better. I just love
they need to do both. That's one where they need to do both.
They definitely need to do both. I just love the blue and the purple and the swords. Like, give me more, and the flames. Like, that's all I want. So
I think Ceruledge would be the X legend. It would be Mega Ceruledge X, and then you'd have Mega Armarouge Y, and it would be, or at least they would be in the shape of an X and a Y, respectively. Because Armarouge would put its arms together, right? Which is kind of like a Y. That would be sick. Dude, I love Ceruledge, dude. You're keeping the love alive. Oh,
I know, when I first saw him, I was like, you know, he wasn't my favorite, but he always was. Like, I was always really wanting him in the game, and then just over the years, it's just growing on me so much. But basically, I just have a quick theory.
You would love to hear it.
But basically, it seems like everyone. So it definitely seems like the Legends games are going to be action based in the future. But I think that there's a major aspect that people are overlooking, and I think that we're gradually working towards action RPGs, and so people don't call Legends Arceus the first open world game because technically it isn't, but it kind of is because it was the first game we could move the camera around. I mean, technically it's separated in segments, but it kind of is an open world game. So I think that I think basically there's Shit. Sorry.
No, you're good, man. You're good. Is it your
No worries.
connection?
We do it all the time.
Or yeah. There's no rush.
Yeah, no, I had it written down, but then I'm like, it was like all over the place.
You're
but
good. You're good. I like where you're going with this.
I think that it was like there's a connection between their Legends Arceus is the first open world, and then Gen 9 was open world.
Sure.
And I think people were thinking that it was the catching mechanic that was the first that people like were thinking what Legends is, but I think it was really kind of the first open world game, and then they really expanded on it in Gen 9 in a new region. Now Legends ZA is the first action game. I think that is going to be brought over, and then especially since the new ranked battles, they're really pushing these new ranked battles. Like,
yeah,
that is very interesting. That to me shows that this is going to be the future. And I remember I heard AJ from Redirect saying, he thinks that maybe Champions might even be like a smaller bracket like Unite, and I'm honestly starting to really think that too.
Dude, yeah, AJ is cooking with that.
I think people are overlooking the connection that Legends Arceus was the first open world. And even they teased that in the Gen 8 DLC. And then even with the Synchro machine and different maps like Gen 10, we could be going to different locations and using the Synchro machine along with the Legends ZA playstyle. And I'm just so excited because everyone on the demo said how fun it was. I didn't see a single person disliked how the game plays.
No, yeah, I think what you're describing here, I mean, I think sometimes we can get caught up in the like superlatives of like, this game did this first, this game did this first, and that is important, but I think what you're describing is kind of like this swell and this like, all of these different elements, these gameplay elements, they are not only like stacking, right? Like Legends ZA is a continuation of the action style of gameplay, but you're also seeing like all these different games that are doing their own thing in different directions also kind of come together in the mainline games, right? It's like everything is intentional and then is starting to inform whatever comes after. And this is something that I definitely identified as well. I've talked to AJ about this, yeah, I think Generation 10, it would be easy to hedge our bets and say like, oh, it's just going to be another open world game like Scarlet and Violet. But what we're seeing with Legends ZA, this isn't just like a one and done thing. Like I do think this, I absolutely believe the real time combat of Legends ZA will return in some capacity in Generation 10. I'm starting to think it really might just be limited to maybe like a raid system or maybe the type of combat, if you can even call it that, like the Let's Go mechanic that we use to, you can use it in the overworld in Scarlet and Violet and you can like battle the team star bases. That was so limited, but if instead that was, like you're saying, maybe the Synchro machine where you are the Pokemon, or maybe it is like a mode that you can swap between. Like you can explore the Generation 10 game and you can do real-time combat. Or if you want that classic experience, you can run into a Pokemon and battle it that way. In Legends Arceus, right, you could throw a Pokeball in the overworld to capture a Pokemon. And if that works, great, you got it. But if the Pokemon is an alpha, maybe it's too difficult of a threat, you can also run into it and engage in battle to do a more traditional turn-based system. I think a fusion is what we're going to be seeing in Generation 10. I think that's what you're kind of identifying here.
Yeah,
could be.
Kind of.
Could be.
Yeah, I mean, I think it might be honestly just like Legends ZA. And, maybe they'll have both options, but I definitely think it's going to either be the main thing or they're going to have turn-based also. But, yeah.
Well, thank you, man. Thanks for calling in.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
I love the thoughts. It's
always good to come on here. I mean, I don't talk to anyone about Pokemon in real life, so this is a great outlet whenever I can.
I love it.
On here.
Yeah, I love to hear that. I love to hear that.
We're glad to have you, man.
I honestly feel the same way. Like I literally feel the same way. So that's great, man. We'll talk to you soon.
Enjoy those hash browns.
Enjoy those.
I will. I already ate them today because it's a little later, but
yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Enjoy tomorrow's then.
Yes.
I will.
We'll see you, man.
All right, guys. Have a good one.
Man.
See you, man.
Too.
But who do we get next? Oh, is this Hal?
Hi.
I think so.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey.
How are you guys?
Good.
Doing good.
Chilling.
It's good to hear your voice. You know, we always see you on the live stream, so it's always good to, hear from you.
Yeah, I missed yesterday's live. I didn't even get a notification for it. I would have joined if I had known.
Oh,
YouTube.
We've been seeing that happen some now.
YouTube.
Some people aren't getting. I don't know what's.
So
yeah,
it's the
YouTube.
restricted mode. Have you guys seen this? Let's see if we can do it literally right now. Or I think if on YouTube you can click your little icon, and I believe it's just right down here in settings. Maybe maybe not in settings, but it's like there's a restricted.
Is it for
mode.
the user though? Is it for us or for them?
No,
That's
it's
the thing.
for
Like, do they have to.
It's
do
for
that?
the user. Yeah. Okay. Right here, restricted mode. You click your icon, you go down restricted mode. Ours is off, but we've been noticing this is across YouTube. People have this activated, and then they just don't get certain. They just stop getting notifications from like random videos, which could be our videos, or
That makes so
whatever
much sense,
your favorite
'cause we've
videos
gotten
are.
People saying that.
Yeah, so that's a new thing, and I was gonna say it on the stream yesterday, and I didn't. But so sorry you didn't get to see
Just
our
wonderful YouTube
podcast.
stuff.
It's
up.
okay.
You can
It's
watch it
off. I just
if
don't
you
know
like.
why it didn't come up for me.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, YouTube, man.
So what's your
Every time.
Thanks for calling in. What's your question
I guess.
or comment?
Or comment, in theory, anything.
Yeah.
Sorry. What I will
You're good.
ask is, so do you guys have like teams made up, like
Ooh.
that you're wanting to use for the game?
Yes.
No.
Mhm.
No,
I do.
no,
Yeah.
no. I
You don't, Dusty? That's
I
fine.
don't, because I don't know what all the megas are going to be. I also don't know what's actually going to be available because, like we learned, like the Kalos starter megas won't be available till like at least later in the game. I had planned to get that earlier, and I was excited to use Delphox. I don't know if I'm going to be able to use that now until later in my game, so I'm going to have to find another Pokemon.
You can use Delphox. It's Mega Delphox specifically that you can't.
Oh, you can get but do we know
Yeah,
when?
you
Do
can
we know
get
when we
Fennekin.
can get Fennekin?
No, but basic playthrough you can. Like
Okay,
you'll be able
alright.
to find it in the game. The reward is for the Delphox site.
Wow. Okay. Well, that's not even
No,
that
I
crazy.
didn't
Then
even
I'm not,
think
that
of
doesn't
it.
even make me
Yeah,
mad.
I didn't even think of it
I'm
like
like, you
that,
can still have
to
your
be
Pokemon.
honest.
It's just
Yeah.
a reward
you
to get
can
it later
still
on.
use Froakie, Fennekin, and
That changes everything.
Chespin day one.
Man, I was really thinking we just couldn't use those starters until post game.
I was
People-
also thinking that, and I was hoping to use Delphox, like
Yeah.
Mega Delphox, early on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just a disappointing little
So you
thing
can
there,
still get the
for
Pokemon
sure.
and give it a nickname and use it through your campaign and grow attached to it. It's just you can't get the Mega until later in the game, which honestly isn't that big of a deal, because it is kind of a reward for post game anyways, right? Like the Megas are pretty OP.
Right.
So yeah, to answer your question, no, I don't have a set. There's like Pokemon that I definitely think I will want to try out using, whether they be leaked
Sizzle,
Pokemon.
cough.
Yeah, whether they be leaked Pokemon or just like classic Pokemon that I'm probably just gonna get. If I see a Sizzle or a Scyther, I'll probably capture it. Whether or not it'll stay in the team, who knows? I think I want to use
Yeah, it's kind of a
Go-Go.
revolving door thing,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
There's a lot you could end up switching out.
I think I want it. Yeah,
do you want to know our teams? Is that why
Yeah,
you're asking the
I think that's what
question? Yes. Okay, so mine are all gonna be. Well, I won't even say that, but for Alligator, obviously, Skarmory, Electros, Scolipede. How many are we at? Phalanx and probably Greninja, maybe. The last one I don't know.
Double
sure.
water
Because-
starters.
Yeah, that is the thing. But also, it's just like I might have used Victory Bell, but then I saw Victory Bell's Mega, and I'm like, I don't really want to do that. So
Yeah.
like once I see them, then it's all like could change. But I think at least 4 of those or 5 of those will be locked in. Shergalgi might make it on there too.
No, totally true. I was gonna use I thought about using Victory Bell because I like Victory Bell, but not a huge fan of its Mega.
I'm also
Yeah.
not a huge fan of its Mega, but that's a pretty solid team, Soul.
Yeah, let's
It
go.
is a solid
It's-
team,
it's-
Soul.
It's all the really crazy, spiky, cool looking ones, you know.
It's very soul coded. It's very soul coded.
It's very soul coded.
For sure.
Let me look up the list. Lumi, do you have a list? I'm pulling up the list of available Pokemon in Z8. Maybe I do have a team.
Mine would be. I'm gonna use all Mega. They won't necessarily be all new. I'm gonna use Totodile, of course, Lucario, Pidgeot. Yeah, that's right. I'm boring.
Pidgeot is so good. Mega Pidgeot's incredible.
Dragonite absolutely is there. Hawlucha is there. And then that last slot, I'm thinking about Absol, but also I am interested in the Scraggy line. I really want Scrafty to get a Mega. The Mega sounds like it could, like, honestly, seeing the Mega descriptions and then seeing what we've actually gotten has really taught me that, like, the Mega descriptions are simultaneously everything and nothing. Like, they're incredibly accurate, but they also are not remotely a tell, right?
Right. It's hard to say.
So
hard to imagine.
With Scrafty, I'm now kind of thinking, like, that may not go as hard as I wanted to, and it might actually kind of maybe be something that I don't want to use.
Interesting.
But if I like it, I'll use it. If I don't, then Absol.
If I had,
There's some pretty good choices.
Yeah, they're very very Lumi coded actually.
Like 3 flying types on there, so
I think that you'll see them though, Lumi, and you'll be like, oh, I want to use this. Like Lumi's gonna see some new Megas, and he's gonna be like, I want to use that instead of this or that. I don't know, maybe.
You think so? None of the other ones really interest me that much, except for like Drampa interests me, but I don't want to use Drampa because I'm using Dragonite, and I kind of want that to be like my main dragon. I'm already kind of compromising that by having Totodile.
But what if you love it so much that you're like, I gotta have it?
DLC.
Yeah, I guess that's true. You're pretty like committed to what you decide.
I usually am. Like, I usually have my team like picked, and that's the team.
It's just
I'm more go with the flow, but
like I'm looking at the list right now in Cerebi of like every single Pokemon that's like in ZA, and I just like these images don't excite me. But when I see the gameplay trailer and it's a random Pokemon of Tepig or like Medicham, I'm like, nice. Like that looks like maybe something I'm gonna want to use. It's like I have to see it in the game. I think what's gonna happen is I'm gonna be exploring and something pops up, it catches my eye, I'm inspired, and I just spontaneously capture it. And if it does well, now all of a sudden it's like on my team 5 hours later.
Dusty's using 6 Kakuna.
Dude, you never know. You never know. But Bayleaf's definitely gonna be on the team. I really want to use Delphox. I really do. I've never really cared for it too much, and I think the Mega's just insane. So
the Mega is so good.
So I think
what about you?
Are a lock. It's so good.
Yeah,
I was so happy when I saw it.
It is great.
Hallie, do you have your team picked out?
A little bit. Definitely Mawile for sure. I've been really excited for Mawile. I have not used it in a game since like I want to say X and Y, unfortunately. Actually, no, it's a lie. Omega Ruby.
Yeah.
That's a lie.
Yeah, I was going to say Aura.
Sure.
So, Mawile for sure. Definitely Chikorita, Meganium. I want to say I would use Hawlucha, but I hate its Mega. I'm not the biggest fan of it.
Sure.
I'm not the biggest fan either. Not at all.
I wasn't so big on either, but I've come around to it.
Look at us, guys. Look at us. We're a team here. Like everybody in the whole world loves that thing. Let's go.
Yeah, we've got the 4 people who were actually to it.
I think if you love Hawlucha, the Mega is just it's just more Hawlucha.
I love Hawlucha, and I did not feel that way.
Yeah, and then there's
if not.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go.
Yeah, finish your team.
So,
what you got?
If not Hawlucha, it'll probably be Lucario. And then
yes,
Dragonite for sure.
Yes.
I don't know if I have said Delphox, but I'll probably end up having like Fennekin on my team anyways, and then trying to get the Mega Stones for Delphox. And then what would be my 6th slot? I've got no idea. Honestly, I think I have to wait and see.
I think that's what you should do.
That's kind of
one of
leave
the
it.
megas, you know.
Yeah,
You got to
always
leave room
like the open
for inspiration. You know,
it's fair.
Like a random.
Right.
Yeah.
There's so many cute Pokemon in Arceus that just kind of like wobble up to you, and you're like, oh my god, like I love you, like you're my pet, right? Like that's happened so many times.
Real.
Like every Psyduck that just kind of looks at you, and you're like, what do you want? You want to be on the team? All right, let's capture you. You just bonk it on the head with a Pokeball, and it's your best friend now. Like you got it. That's I don't know. That's how I've been playing games recently.
Yeah, no, I get that.
I'm doing the thing where I'm looking at all these megas that have already existed, and I'm like, no, I don't want to use them. Like I've used them before, but like I'm doing the thing where I'm forgetting that they're completely different in this game. You know?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah, this is the first time we're seeing them outside of 3DS, essentially. Essentially, because there were in Let's Go, but yeah.
I'm surprised that you didn't tack on to Hallie's first pick was Mawile, and that is one of your favorite nautical Pokemon.
It is. It's my quartermaster.
It's
I don't
one of
even
my
know what
favorites
this
as well.
joke is.
You don't remember this, Soul? Dusty did a nautical playthrough of Emerald, and he threw Mawile on it, and we had like a whole conversation about that's not a nautical Pokemon. He was like, "It is. It's my quartermaster."
So the thought process was, I think I allowed myself one non-water Pokemon that could still be like worked into my headcanon as a team member, in the same way that I don't know. I feel like there's characters like that, you know. I don't know, a character who will have like all fire types except for one thing, or like, I don't know. I'm thinking about, I always think about the Chikorita trainer in the Johto anime, where the girl who's like loves baseball and she has all the yellow and black Pokemon, but she also has a Chikorita. I don't know. I just think that's like totally allowed. One non-water type, right? And on that team, I think I also had a Salamence, because it was like, I'm like, okay, it's a dragon. Like it's a sea it's my sea serpent, right? I don't know. I'm like, it doesn't need to be a water type.
Whatever floats your boat,
doesn't need
as
to
they
be.
say.
Yeah, literally.
I just like to pull your leg.
No, it's good. It's good. It's good. It's a funny joke, but I think it made sense.
For sure. I get it.
Hallie, anything else? It is good to hear from you. You've been really supportive of the podcast recently, which has been really grateful. Or I'm really grateful for that.
I hadn't seen your profile picture, and I love it so much, actually. Like up close, at least. You know, I've seen like from very tiny, but I love the Hydrapple.
Thank you.
Hydrapple hat.
I had one of my friends make it. She's really good at like graphic design and stuff like that. So I had her do it.
It's really
good. Adorable. It's one of my favorite Pokemon, so it's definitely there.
What's her? Do you have like her username?
Dusty's like, let's get it for all of us.
I do.
She's a graphic designer, right? I'm assuming she has like a page.
Yes. I know that she has like an Instagram.
If you don't have it up right now, you can send it to us later.
Yeah, you can just.
I'm just curious.
I'm pretty sure it's Ari Almighty. Let me find it.
Nice.
Could be totally wrong.
It's good Hydrapple art, that's for sure.
It is very good. I like him, like closing the eyes and smile. Ari Almighty. I've got her pulled up here.
But yeah, how you
Shout
can
out.
You can send that to us. I'd love to check out the page, and then I don't know. We appreciate you supporting. We appreciate you being here, calling in. It's good to hear from you. And
I don't know if you had anything else.
Guys. I missed the first call-in show that I was able to be a part of, and I was like, dang it.
Yeah, we will be doing more.
We'll be doing more.
We hit a point. I think we explained. We hit a point where it's like all of our, like we did the speculation streams, and then the leaks happened. So there's like, I'm like, what are we gonna speculate about with the community? Mm-hmm. But now that the game's coming out, we want to hear from you guys, especially when like the game comes out. Like we're all gonna have different stories, and that's gonna be like a lot of fun. So thanks for calling in. And we'll talk to you soon, all right?
Yeah.
Of course. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
See ya.
Awesome to hear from you.
Look at this is their art right here. That's pretty cool. There's the up close art. We got James.
Yeah.
What's up?
How you doing?
Fat 5 Gaming. Hello.
What's up?
Hey,
What's
how
up?
y'all doing?
Good.
Good, man.
Just hanging out.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
What are you most excited for about Legends EA?
I want to see a new Mega. For real.
Yes, definitely.
And it's really the DLC. For some reason, that DLC just intrigues me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was pretty epic. So we're all excited about it now.
I wonder too, I hope this isn't the case, but I wonder too on the subject of new megas and DLC, if we'll know the new megas and the DLC by the time the game drops, because Pokemon
there will be a data mine.
Yeah, Pokemon's kind of... But, you know what? I actually saw something recently. It would have to be like a data mine on the Switch one. Because I saw something recently where Anubis, who's like a known data miner, at least in the Pokemon sphere, stated that like they don't think that a data mine on a Switch 2 will be possible for a very long time, if ever.
Really?
Right, but this is a Switch 1 game as well, so That's true. Yeah, this one is able to be data mined. But after this, leaks as we know it are probably going to change a bit for a little while. Somebody will figure out a way eventually, I think, but you know.
Bad 5 Gaming, what what Pokemon are you excited to use in Legends EA?
You know what? I'll probably say whenever Greninja comes out. Whenever Greninja comes out, that's what I want to use.
That'll be a day one.
Yeah.
Thankfully.
Yeah, you can get him day one.
Out of the 3 starters, I'll probably go with Tepig. So.
Nice. Yeah, I think honestly, I have a lot of faith in the starter designs now. Like now that we've seen the Kalos starters, I'm like feeling really good about the real designs for the ZA starters. I think I was kind of on the fence, and we've seen maybe what those things are going to look like through leaks, but I'm really satisfied with the final Kalos mega starters. So I'm looking forward to seeing Emboar and Feraligatr and Meganium. I think they could be really, really good.
Definitely.
Yeah.
For the DLC, I wanted to talk about. I remember y'all had an episode recently about the Kalos Mythicals and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And we were talking about Volcanion and like the power plant, how he could be tied to that. So I'm thinking maybe with Hoopa being in the DLC, maybe she lets us go to different places in Kalos.
Yeah. No, it's such a good idea. I mean, just I wish that they hadn't said that. Like we could be speculating about different places as well, and I think we still can. I think there's still room to, but they did say that it's like hyperspace Lumios is where what the dimension is or whatever. But I think that still can. I think personally that can still be something else other than what we know. Like the Lumio city could be completely different in this other place, or we could hop to different places as well. So I agree. You know, and like we said in that episode, there are parts of Lumio city that are technically like outside of it. You know, like the power plant is kind of like a suburb essentially of Lumio City, so that could still count.
Yeah, and I was gonna say right here. So this is the new Japanese final trailer for Legends EA, and the very first scene you see the player character. This is gonna be the cutscene probably that like introduces you into Lumio City. Like you're on a train headed towards Lumio City, and the camera pans, and actually we're seeing the Lumios Tower in the city at a distance. We are literally in the outskirts of the city. I'm not saying absolutely this is explorable, but I do think once I saw this, I was kind of the gear started turning. I'm like, okay, if we do have DLC, maybe not even in DLC, I don't think it's now impossible because they've obviously created some assets of you know, there's trees and bushes. It would not be impossible to be able to run outside in these outskirts. Like maybe this is post game, like you see it once in the beginning, and in the post game you're able to basically like quote unquote leave the city and just go right outside of it to find so there's a little bit of a change, you know. And even and that's fruitful, not because there's going to be a giant legendary Pokemon and it'll be epic, but that would be fruitful because I'm like, if they've already created it and now I have access to it, that would be nice because now I can take pictures with my Pokemon in not just a city, but also in this more wild area. That's what I was thinking about.
Definitely.
Right? I'm like, it's not there's something exciting here. It's not, but I'm just saying, like, you know, it is a different little bit of scenery.
I agree.
I also, I don't know. Yeah. 5 bats. I don't know if you have thoughts on this, but I have more thoughts about DLC in different locations. Like, I did a bunch of speculation in the video on my channel about like different locations we could go to, but because this game, it does say it's going to be in this hyperspace Lumios, something we could see is Hoopa transporting random landmarks from the Kalos region into this new Lumios city, right?
Yes. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
Like
that's
if,
true.
I agree.
yeah.
And then even then, like it might be something even crazier where it might transport something that we don't have any idea about, and it could be for Gen 10. You feel me?
Yeah, absolutely.
That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome.
We saw that in Legends Arceus. There were characters that we didn't really, like, they had no relation to any other, like, they were ancestor characters that had no relation to any character that we knew about before. And then I believe some of the new characters in Gen 10 were kind of, there's some similarities between those characters that were kind of standalone. I totally know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I need like a beach setting. Just one little slice of Lumios City is like a beach. That's what I need.
Maybe hyperspace Lumios is Lumios if it was built on the coast.
Yeah, that'd be.
You really don't know because, yeah, it seems crazy, right? But it could be because I think it's going to be like very weird and wonky, you know, like something different. And we have the wild zones in our version of Lumios City, so maybe the wild zones there could be like something brought in or something completely different. And
Yeah.
who knows?
Or the wild zones like have Pokemon from the other regions they can catch basically.
Yeah, definitely. Like basically not just megas, but like Pokemon that aren't even in Kalos, like native to Kalos.
Kind of like the Blueberry Academy place.
Yes. Wow, that is pretty cool. That would be cool.
Yeah.
Maybe in hyperspace Lumios there are Kalosian forms.
Yeah.
That'd be wild.
It sounds like Lumi doesn't believe that one, but that is
No, I don't believe it. I do not believe it. But I would love it.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much for calling in. We appreciate you supporting the show, and giving us a call and throwing in your 2 cents.
No, definitely.
It's good to hear from you. It's good to hear from you, man.
Really good takes.
Oh, and I'm calling Mega Deoxys right now. I'm calling.
Let's go,
dude.
I'm down, bro.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
so down.
Yes, dude. Mega Deoxys would be insane. I'm still holding out for Mega Necrozma because Necrozma and Zygarde have battled in the manga, in the I think anime, and I want to see.
Could you imagine?
Mega Necrozma would be insane. It becomes that like it's like a hollow dragon. It's not full of life, but it's like the dragon form of Necrozma, but it's still like a husk or something.
I'd fall in love.
Yeah,
I'd fall in love.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Talk to you soon, man. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.
See you, man.
Yep. Have a good one.
Bye.
And let's get in Cozy next because he did have his he's on his little break now, so he can speak. So Cozy.
I am on my little break.
Hi
guys.
Welcome back.
Yes, I took a quick nap as always, right? And now I'm back. Well, thank you so much.
Of course.
Well, there's so much stuff. Like, where to even start?
I feel.
What are you most excited for?
Yeah, there you
right
go.
now in this moment.
Right now, I mean, I just want to play the game. We're 1 month away. I'm excited for the DLC. To be honest, I didn't really understand the controversy in the first. I mean, you guys have talked a bit about this. Like, I don't understand why people are upset that we are getting the DLC announced this early. Like,
It's weird.
Oh, I
That's
hate
all I have to say about
knowing that I'm going to get new content for the game that I will probably love.
Yeah, I mean,
I want to
anyways,
complain,
I don't
man.
know.
That's my take.
I
want to complain.
Yeah, people want to complain. I get it. It's like
Anyways,
if you don't have the money for it, I'm like, yeah, this new purchase early in a console life, the money does add up. Like I do remember this is something that happens every single new console generation. Like I remember when X and Y came out, or what was it? Yeah, I remember when X and Y came out and people were like, why can't I play this on my DS? And I'm like, what do you mean? It's not built for the DS. It can't exist on the. So I get it. Like,
that's a different like animal too, though, from what people were complaining about. People weren't complaining that there's DLC. People were complaining that they announced the DLC before the game was released.
Yeah, but that's what people do,
and that's just like
that's what other games do. I also, I'm like, I don't know. I think I get the frustration if you're looking at it and you're thinking to yourself like, oh, if you already know it exists, then you're drip feeding, which is maybe not predatory, but it's like it's like you're just juicing profits. Why don't you just put it in the base game? But I don't know. I guess that's one way to look at it, but we also don't know what's going to be in the game, and I don't know. I guess it doesn't bother me. Again, I'll always say this: like, I don't play a lot of games, so $100, it's a lot of money, but spread out over the course of, like, we haven't had a Pokemon game in 2 years. Fine spending that money. I'm gonna play the heck out of this.
This
is a priority for me.
Right? Like, it's optional too. Like, you can buy it if you want. You don't have to.
Yeah. And if it whatever. Like, there's game I didn't buy Donkey Kong. I didn't buy Mario Kart. A lot of people bought those games. I didn't. I had a little bit of FOMO, but I didn't buy those games. I'm buying this instead. This is where I want to spend my money. So that's all. That's all my point is. Anyways, Cozy, what are you excited for?
Yeah, like, I mean, obviously the mega starters I'm very happy with. I'm happy because I've always been a Delphox main, and Delphox deserved some love. And, well, so I'm happy that she got a mega, and it looks great, and and I love it a lot. I thought Chestnut was actually my favorite. I never really cared about it so much before, but this mega I really loved a lot.
I think that's why people like it, actually. I think that's why people like it. That, like, not many people liked it before, and now they're like, "Oh, this is good."
Yeah, exactly. That's like, now I'm actually excited to use it once. I don't know, season 2 or 3 or whatever of the ranked.
Yeah, you can use it in January.
Maybe
I can hopefully use it for the DLC.
Yeah.
I do not think they're going to be that long, by the way. I was just joking.
Seasons? You don't think seasons will be that long? I mean, they're typically a month, like, judging by what we have now.
I know, but I think it's a whole different thing. I think it's just these.
I hope you're right.
Especially for this specific scenario, I could see them being like, "Oh, it's 2 weeks later, the new season starts." And so by the end of the month, you'll be able to have Chestnut already. I think it'll be that way. But.
Surely they should announce like that. I would have hoped, honestly, that they had already announced it. They didn't. But that way, like, I know how long do I have to get Greninja. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true. I also wonder, like, what's the difference with the seasons? Do you have, like, an idea?
It just
of that?
it just literally is a reset. Like, the rule sets don't change. Regulations are where the rule set changes. Seasons are within a regulation, and it just allows like, oh, you did it. You made it all the way to Master Ball tier. Okay, new season. Do it again.
Yeah, I got you.
It's just replayability.
So yeah, it could be anything.
Yeah. I mean, I think they were thinking about me a little bit when they created Pokopia, because it's such a cozy game. I'm excited for that one too.
If it has Komala in it, you know it was for you.
Oh, dude, I am going to do unspeakable things if Komala is in that game. I'm excited. I mean, to be honest, the same thing with Megas. Like, so, I mean, this is kind of useless information, but I have 4 seeding cuties. They're all from Gen 7. Komala is included. There's also Lycanroc, Drampa. Well, there's Solgaleo, but I'm not expecting it to get a Mega. If any of those get a Mega, I will freak out. So,
I love it.
I'm excited about that.
The doors are open again. Any Pokemon can get a Mega, maybe even more than before. They can get a Mega.
Let's go. I'm excited.
Yeah.
What else? I have some stuff written down. Wait. Oh, the first time that I was on this call-in show, I spoke about Vinny's Mega Eye. That is officially no more. It's officially it's not a Mega Eye.
But it was almost equally as cool though. Like he's like,
he has a Mega Palm. He's blasting. He's blasting his Mega energy.
He's Dragon Ball Z out here.
Right.
It's pretty wild.
I mean, I think that's just the only other thing I had written down is it's kind of more like I mean, is it a theory? I think it's more like kind of like a wishful thinking maybe, but you know how in Sun and Moon you can in the post game you can go to the altar of the sun, and then you can go to kind of like an alternate Alola. It's very superficial, like it's basically just like day changes to night, night changes to day. You can catch like the other version exclusives, right?
Yeah, but it is like it feels like a more tangible like dimensional shift, like change. Like you can like tell it's not just a little bit different. Like there's some wild Pokemon that are like only available in one game. It's like when you're in this game, it's like it's different.
Yeah,
I like that about those games.
I was always so like captivated by that. I thought, wow, they could have done so many things with this. Like they could have, I don't know, maybe because I care a lot about characters, so I thought, oh, you could have a universe where maybe Lily stayed in Alola, which they later did in Ultra Sun and Moon. But I thought, they could be something like that. It would be cool. And I was thinking that they could do something maybe a little similar here, where they could, in the what's it called, hyperspace Lumios. I don't know if this is actually a theory or if this is just me, because I haven't seen anything about it, but I thought, how we said when they were revealed about Urbane and Tawny that they basically are the protagonists, but different.
Oh, yes.
I thought like, you could go to hyperspace Lumios and maybe see like the opposite, the alternate you, which is the right. I don't know if that's a theory, but
at least the opposite Tawny or Urbane, like certain.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. One is what.
That's actually genius. I've had it written down since the moment it was like launched, because I'm like Tawny, Urbane, like they're literally the opposite version of us. So it's like that's kind of a callback to this whole thing. So who knows when we go in there, there's got to be something, right? There's got to be something where it's like, why are they they look exactly the same as us?
I know, I feel like that makes so much sense.
It does. It really does.
That is really cool.
Shout to that. Like, good find. I agree.
Man, that's interesting. You know what I'm thinking about? Like, okay, Tawny and Urbane, maybe they're like parallel dimensions of whatever's in our universe, but it's like, maybe even the megas that we see in Legend in the DLC, maybe there are some megas that are like alternate dimension versions of whatever the new megas are that are in our dimension, right? So like we get a Mega Dragonite. I said it kind of as a joke earlier, but this is actually, there's connective tissue here. We get a Mega Dragonite in this game, and then it's like and then there's another Mega Dragonite that pops out of the Ultra, or the Mega Distortion, or what is it called, Mega Dimension. And it's like it's a completely different design,
Yeah, I only have one issue with that, and that is it's their own fault that they did this. I don't know. I just don't see them retconning it.
Yeah, the actual name of the Pokemon you're talking about, right? Yeah.
If there was a second one, it's like how can they make like Mega Dragonite X, and then the other Dragonite that we have had for the whole game is just Mega Dragonite, so it's like, because
it's a specific variant of that.
That could be,
or whatever. And I think also like
that.
Yeah, I all I'm saying is like they could make it work. Like I sometimes, I tell myself not to think too hard about like the naming logistics or retconning, because I'm like, think about like a Pokemon like Sandslash. It's called Sandslash, and it has a regional form where it's an ice type, right? That doesn't make any sense.
Much sand
exactly.
Anymore.
It's like and people have had fun renaming it like Ice or Snow Slash or something, right? So the name is just a limitation. The name is like a limitation, but we even see that in real life. Like I was just watching the Ken Burns documentary last night about the national parks in the United States, and they were saying like the people named Yosemite because it was like a Native American word that they mistook as the name of those people, but instead Yosemite means like, it was actually like the natives being like, saying Yosemite being like, you guys are killers, right? So it's like I'm thinking about something I just learned yesterday, right? And I'm like,
right.
It's just the name is a limitation, but can take on new meaning. And what I'm actually focused on is just like, yeah, if there is a parallel universe right there, it's like we know Mega Blastoise as what it is, but in this Mega dimension, there's a Mega Blastoise, and this is why I say like there's a Mega Blastoise M, there's a Mega Blastoise Z. It just could have a different little, qualifier or like little suffix.
That would
or
be the way. That would be the way to do it, in my opinion. Like they don't do X or Y, and they just like assign a random letter. So it would be like, Z would make sense. So it would be like, this is just an alternate version of Dragonite. But at the same time, I think that they could still do like an X or a Y too. It's just that we don't know what the Y one is, and we have like this base one over here in our regular timeline.
Yeah, and I'm taking longer to get this video out than I thought. So like I wasn't gonna say it yesterday, but I'll just say it now. So like SoulSilverArt, don't tweet this.
Got it ready.
Legend Z to A. There's a mislead where we think
he's literally typing.
Yeah, I know. He's literally typing.
Actually just literally hitting my keyboard. I'm not even.
He knows we can hear him. So Legend Z to A is maybe there's a mislead where it's like, the Legend Z to, the Z to A Royale, whatever it's called. That's just a battle tournament. That's what it means. But what if Legend Z to A are all the different portals and mega dimensions, right? So all we've known about are megas, just general megas or megas from the X and Y timelines, which is literally the two games that we play. And this is kind of playing off of that idea that Toby brought up in his video a couple days ago. But like, what are all those other dimensions? It's Mega Charizard A, Mega Charizard C, right? Those are different dimensions we could potentially see.
It's going to be all Mega Charizards with different letters.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would unironically love Mega Charizard,
A, B, C
A through W, and then Mega Charizard Z as well. That'd be awesome.
And I think what's also exciting about that is like, we all, I don't know. I think the idea of a Mega Evolution is exciting because I'm like, it feels like this ultimate form, and obviously fans can be a little disappointed if the idea isn't, or the design isn't exactly what they want. But just like any sort of regional form, there can be different variants. And also what we've seen is like a Mega Evolution will take certain attributes of a Pokemon's design and enhance them. But I think we've also seen with the X and Y Pokemon specifically, like Charizard, for example, or maybe Mewtwo is a better example, Mega Mewtwo Y takes more from Mew in that DNA, where Mega Mewtwo X, we say it takes more from the human DNA, but maybe it's actually it's taking from something completely else, right? And then, I don't know, it's like, what if there's a Mega Mewtwo F and it takes from like the fossilized DNA, so it's rock type and it appears more like a fossil. Whatever. As someone who likes to speculate, this is fun. It's a cool idea.
I love it.
And opens up the possibilities.
I think that they could totally drop like a little, even if it's not like something crazy, just like a line like Mabel just says, we named this the X dimension, and we named this one the Y dimension, and there's a whole bunch of other dimensions that are named by letters. We just decided to do the letters. And but these are the only ones we're accessing are these. So it's like just that they make it a thing, So I could totally see it.
I recorded a script and then I didn't really like it, so I'm like, I think after this I'm gonna re-record it and try to push that video out as soon as possible.
Sweet. Okay, well, make sure you cite my tweet because I posted everything you said. So, in terms of how history would see it, it's mine.
Okay, sure, fair. Okay, fair. It's public domain now.
It's public domain. Yeah.
I'll make sure. Okay,
I've trademarked it.
But
actually,
Cozy,
this episode isn't airing, so
yeah, it's true. No, it'll be out on Thursday. Cozy, thank you for calling in. I don't know if you have anything else, but we got to move on. We got a lot of people.
No, thank you guys so much. I think the only thing is, Bok said we need Mega the Dunsparce, and I do agree. We need like Mega the Dunsparce called the Dunsparce or something stupid.
I know, seriously.
And I do agree.
Mega Komala, I would be happy with that, but I know that no one would care about that but me, but that's okay.
What would the design be?
Just wait to Gen 10. Maybe we get an evolution or something.
The design is he wakes up.
Yeah.
And he has
He's a
like
drop bear.
I don't know.
See, I'm imagining.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Deadeye's art one time made like a Mega Komala for me, and it looked quite cool. He had like he was securing like a wooden stake, and he was awake, and it looked pretty cool. So
I'm imagining.
I would like to put.
I'm imagining like a Slowbro situation where like, so Komala is sleeping and the log is a pillow, but what if the log expands, right? Because the shiny, like Komala's shiny, it's really just the log that expands or that changes color. So what if Mega Komala is more or less just a Komala that is basically the log expands to not only be a pillow, but also the entire bed that it's sleeping on. And it's kind of like enveloping Komala, protecting it, right? So it gets these defensive properties.
He sleeps in a king-sized bed.
Yes, and it's almost like you know how like a tree trunk, if there's a gap in it, like, you know, that like in a cartoon an owl will be hanging out in it. That's what I'm imagining. I don't know. I just thought of that now.
I love it.
Yeah, Noivy posted it in the chat. That's what it
yeah,
looked like.
Yeah,
cool.
That's cool.
But yeah, I would like it to be. I mean, if it's like extra cozy, I mean, I would also take that. If he's just like still a big sleeper, but he sleeps in a huge trunk or whatever, I would be fine with that.
No, that's pretty cool.
This would be cool.
And then it could be like, yeah, just it becomes a full tree. That's hilarious.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Love it.
All right.
Go crazy with it.
Good to talk to you, man.
Yes, there's a lot of people here, so I mean, thank you so much for having me on, and
absolutely.
Thanks for
no, absolutely
prioritizing me for a bit.
Thank you for supporting the show and being here. This is about you guys.
Yeah, of course, always. I always love being on here.
Yeah, this show would not exist without you guys, so we appreciate you.
Thank you so much. All right, have a nice day, guys. Bye bye.
And if and if I guess I'll slip this in. If you guys are listening right now and you want to be on the next call-in show, there's links in the description to join and support on Patreon or on YouTube. $5 a month gets you access into the Discord where you can join and become part of a future call-in show. You also get access to every single episode of Secret Power Podcast, which is a bonus, weekly podcast that we put out on the same feed. So just want to throw that out there. Anyone who's listening who wants to be part of the conversation, that's how you do it. Who do we have next?
Next we have Von Sindren. I think I'm pronouncing your name right. I apologize if I'm not. Horrible with names. But an invite has been sent to you. So if you could, there you go. Here you are. Oh, look at that
we got
profile
a mega
picture.
Chestnut.
Wow.
Nice.
What's up, Vaughn?
New favorite mega. I'm doing all right.
Nice.
Dude, you picked a good one.
Good to have you.
Mega Chestnut's insane. It really, all of these go so hard.
I'm actually surprised that Mega Chestnut wound up being my favorite. I was never a Chestnut fan.
What do you like? What do you like about it so much?
So, I was never big on Mega Chestnut itself because it just looked, I don't know, awkward in the way it was designed.
Like the leaked description?
No. I'm talking about like base Chestnut. But with like the Mega Chestnut, I like how it kind of like gains the cloak. It can take the shields off and turn them into giant battle axes.
Yeah.
It's, I don't know, gained a bit of aura that I just like.
Oh, yeah. Dude, it's got the aura.
True.
It's a knight in shining armor, dude. It's a king. It's a paladin. It's a warrior. It's sick. It's honestly, it's so cool. I'm looking at it right now. Dude.
Yeah.
And I just realized the spikes that are next to its head are also defensive. It's like, to protect your face, it has grown spikes, not on its back, but near its face. So if anything tries to come near it, like it could block a blade, or if something tried to like attack it, it'd get like pierced or whatever.
And it can use it as a weapon.
Yeah, and it can use it as a weapon. Wow. Right. Yeah. So, dude, what are you excited about with Legends ZA?
All right, for ZA, I'm mainly trying to see. I want to experience the battle system itself, seeing how the game changed the way things work as far as being able to dodge, and also I guess one of the things that really got me during like one of the first trailers was how stealth rocks worked. Could completely change how you see certain moves, and I want to experience that. I want to see how this is going to change combat.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be really, really fun, and everyone's excited for Pokemon Champions because that's like that is going to be a game that focuses more on combat, and I totally get that. But I'd be curious to see, like, I don't know. I'm like there's a whole, and you can do PvP in Legends EA. I think that's another thing that like I keep forgetting about.
Yes.
So it's like
I do want to do that.
Yeah, not only do we have to learn how to like use our Pokemon in like this new system, but we could also like learn how to use these Pokemon against our friends. Like that's super fun.
Yeah,
no,
for sure.
I can't wait to bring my friends into PvP. I'll lose.
Yeah,
but it'll be a great
Yeah, I might do. That's true. I didn't even think about that. Like when I have like pizza parties with my buddies and like we'll play like a bunch of like Pokemon battles. I didn't even think about it. Like we could add this to the mix. We could add PvP and Legends Z8 into the mix, not just Dynamax Adventure and just like singles, but we could do this as well.
Dusty's still having pizza parties.
Oh yeah.
Dusty's still having friends.
It's the same like two people, but it's fun. It's a good time. Level 99 Pidgey and Bedford's Best.
Makes it all good.
Nice.
No, but I'd say the other thing I'm looking forward to is just seeing, especially now that they've announced the DLC, is I want to see what all is going to come with the DLC. Is that going to be like a new zone, or is it just going to be an event that happens across Lumios? I want new megas.
Yeah.
I want mega. I mainly want mega cat Pokemon, but I want megas of all kinds. I also want Mega Incineroar just to bother Wolfie.
Yeah.
That is true.
It's not impossible.
He will be unstoppable. Wolf Glick will be unstoppable if there is a Mega Incineroar. That's going to be hilarious and annoying.
I think it's a very possible theory that it could be like the megas of the starters that we don't have. I don't know if is Incineroar one of them. I think
yes,
but
it would be.
It depends.
Oh wait, well it depends on how you see that. Because is it the legend starters that are missing? Because that would be Litten, Poplio, and Snivy. But if it's like
those are the ones I'm thinking.
If it's the trio that's missing, then it would be like from Johto and Unova. Then it would be Oshawott, Snivy, and Typhlosion or Cyndaquil.
It might be the second one actually. It might be the second one, but
I would prefer if it was both.
Yeah, that'd be a lot of starters.
Give all the starters megas now.
I mean, I believe in a world where we could have every Pokemon that is like their final form should eventually get a mega. That'd be kind of cool. But
I need it to be a mega, not for Samurott, but for Hisuian Samurott.
I don't know, man. I don't think he needs one. That one doesn't need it.
It doesn't need it, but I want it.
No, I need it as Incineroar actually.
But I want it. Yeah, you're over here wanting Incineroar. Get out of here.
Lumi may not remember, but I actually posted how much I disliked Samurott one time. And you guys read it.
Did you? Get him out of this call. Get rid of him.
No. He's allowed to have his opinion here.
I just don't. It's a fine design in a vacuum. I just don't think it should have been what came after the amazingness that was Duat.
That's fair.
A lot of people feel that way.
It's definitely a 180. It's a little weird. That was always my problem with Unova Samurott, honestly.
And while this is probably an unpopular opinion, I think it would have done better if they'd actually had Samurott stand up instead of go back down on all fours. I know a lot of people complain about the humanoid starters sometimes, but I think Samurott would have made better with it, considering the fact that he would have actually pulled the swords out of his arms and legs when doing things, possibly.
I think humanoid and standing up are two different things, in my opinion. Like, it's standing up and keeping its proportions are just fine. It's not like too humanoid. It's just him standing up.
Right. Like, Soul loves Quackquaval.
No, I don't.
I was gonna say, I don't think so. I don't think I've heard that.
But no, like, I do think
I've heard
that
Men's Ultra and Necrozma for ages. But I share. So.
I do think that Quaxly's line is a good example of like what you're talking about, though, Soul. Where like Quaxly, it doesn't bother you because it's standing up. All ducks are bipedal technically, but like it's not humanoid. What bothers you about Quackquaval is that it's humanoid, right? And like I think even Florigato and Meowscarada. Florigato is less humanoid than Meowscarada, even though they're both bipedal.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
It's a big part of it, for sure. For sure. But yeah, I hope we get a bunch of megas in the DLC too. You brought up a good point about like how much content we're going to get in the DLC. I would imagine right now that it's kind of like Ultra Space, where like the Ultra Space Wilds or something, where we like, I'm thinking we like hop in there and go into like these little worlds or like parts of Lumio City that are different.
Like a quick
and yeah, I think something like that. But there's going to be story, you know. So I don't know where the story's taking place, like in there or outside, like back in our world.
Yeah,
something like that. And I think they're going to be rogue megas, like at the end of it, like not at the end of it, but at the end of each world thing.
Sure,
where you battle
right.
them and then you get their mega stones.
You're right.
Yeah.
We're
probably going to do a whole deep dive. Yeah, we're probably going to do a whole deep dive on the DLC, but that's like my original my thought process. But yeah, I think each one of those will be new megas. So it's like we'll get a whole batch of them, I think.
See, I was thinking something similar to that, where you do deep dives, you end up running into new megas, but also if it does actually tie into Hoopa and its rings and it kind of like causing mischief with these rings everywhere, we could also see a conversion story with Hoopa where we're, say, chasing it through portals to try and catch it and stop whatever it's doing, and maybe eventually get to that rumored castle that Hoopa has hidden away in some dimension.
Yes.
And then that's like the final end of the DLC is we storm that castle to take down Hoopa Unbound, and maybe we find a Mega Hoopa Unbound. Who
Absolutely.
knows?
Yeah.
Mega
The
Hoopa
ultimate
Mega is like
in my
gonna happen.
head, Mega Hoopa is like guaranteed. Like my brain has accepted there's a Mega Hoopa. Like I'm like, oh, Mega Hoopa. I won't be surprised when they reveal it.
And in the Pokedex that mentions that castle that Hoopa, steals away, it's stated to be a legend, right? Which could mean nothing, but it's pretty fun to think that we're playing a Legends game, and we're now getting DLC for this Legends game where it's about a Hoopa, and there's already a known legend about a Hoopa doing a thing. So I could definitely see us actually witnessing that legend.
Take a shot every time Dusty says legend.
Hoopa, such as like the Arabian Nights.
I'm sorry, I'm being a goofball. What'd you say?
One more time.
I was saying, and like, what better for a legend than for us to like storm the vault of the castle Hoopa has, like, like in Arabian Nights. Like
oh, that's fun.
Yeah. Conjured in.
And Hoopa's using its rings to create these new megas to stop us, right? From it's like every new room that we get into.
Exactly like that.
Yeah, dude, that's really fun. That's really fun.
New rogues, yeah.
That's really fun.
I definitely can't wait to see like what the plot of that is, because it's so different from what we're getting.
It's limitless because it's Hoopa.
Yeah.
I'm imagining like when you fight in certain Zelda games, when you fight like Ganondorf or Ganon or whatever, it's usually, I guess I'm thinking about Ocarina of Time, when it like creates these things that out of nothing, out of magic, to like attack you while it just kind of sits back. And I think a final, whether it's a Mega Hoopa or a Hoopa Unbound fight, it's got all those portals. And while like maybe when you're in the Rogue Mega battle, whatever that system is called, right? It's you and a couple other people trying to take down this Mega Evolution. In the final battle against Hoopa Unbound, it's sitting back, it's doing all these shenanigans and summoning new Pokemon, Mega Pokemon that you've never seen before, and launching them at you, right? Maybe maybe each Mega is a little bit easier to defeat because they're just kind of like stages, or like smaller parts of a larger battle. But that is a really cool visual. Like seriously, we fight Arceus, we fight Giratina in Dialga, Palkia at the end of Legends Arceus. Like, man, you know what I just realized? In Legends Arceus, you get credits rolling after, I don't even know what part of the game. I guess it's like there's an initial part where you get credits rolling, but there's so much additional content to unlock all of the legendary Pokemon, which I think is so much fun. That is then like another section of the game where you get credits rolling again. And maybe what we're seeing is that those things are like the DLC for Legends EA is going to be even more substantial, but essentially what that second, the whole second post-game section of Legends Arceus was, It's like the gauntlet of finding all these legends, right? All these megas.
Right.
Yeah.
And I would love to see that, especially considering the fact that I just finished Legends Arceus last night.
I got to pick it up again. That's cool.
Wow.
That's cool.
Nice.
Do you have any...
For the first time? Second time?
Oh, no, this is my first time. I put it down for months and just kept kept putting it off.
Wow, that's insane.
Nice.
I'm actually having a whole lot of fun with it. I think the last thing I did last night was catch the 3 genies, so I've got to do their dex entries to continue on.
Yeah.
How cool is that? That's like stands out in my mind. It's so much fun.
Mm-hmm. I love when legendaries and mythicals actually have stories with them. So this has definitely been really, really good.
There's like a gameplay element. There's an experience that has to be like had in order to
instead of it just
capture it.
You.
Yeah.
Yes.
Agreed. That's awesome. I got to be careful with the spoilers. I just assume everyone's played these games. That always blows my mind when like a Pokemon fan hasn't played a single game or like a specific game.
Oh, that's okay. I still haven't played Black and White 2 all the way through.
Nice.
Well, and I haven't had a chance to play Emerald.
Yeah,
just FYI,
you got
Black
some
and
homework.
White 2, Iron Man dies.
There's so many.
That was coming.
So many. Spoilers.
Something like that wasn't gonna happen.
Look, I knew somebody would. It had to be somebody.
Yeah,
had to.
Thank you so much for calling in. Really, really good ideas overall.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Except for that Samurott slander. That wasn't so good.
That'll never change. I'm too old.
It's good to have you, man.
Change.
But yeah, seriously, man, thanks for calling in.
Yeah,
appreciate it.
That was a pretty fun episode. That was fun to hear from all of you. Lots of different opinions. You know, there's inevitable negativity where it's like people are excited, but then they're kind of weary about some very specific things.
It's real.
Yeah,
it's real.
This game is less than a month away. Cannot wait to play it. Can't wait to talk to you guys. If you want to be on the next call-in show, links are in the description. YouTube or Patreon, $5 a month will get you into the secret Discord. There are way more perks than just a live call-in show. We have a battle league. We do movie nights. This is where all of our conversations happen. It's a standard Discord with all those perks. And we have weekly Secret Power podcast episodes that are only available to paying supporters. Get into the community. If you want to support the show, support the show. And yeah, cannot wait. Thank you to everyone who showed up today. And we'll see you we'll see you on the next live call-in show. Anything else, guys?
I mean, thanks to everyone that's in the chat too.
Yeah.
Like, there was people in here that have been here the entire time as well. So, and you guys are all supporting us as well. So, just thank you for everyone being here, even if you didn't speak on the live too.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, other than that,
thank you guys.
It was fun.
We'll see you soon.
See you soon.